the new bearing cone.
Oh, you put in, right.
Into the hub.
That's like, what does that do? That's a sort of protective bit or something, is it?
No, that is the bearing cone. That is what the bearing
It sits on, does it?
runs against when you insert that bearing. He sits in the taper there.
Okay.
And you've got one this side, one the other side, and you lock them both to...
See, this is why I wouldn't do it myself, because I wouldn't know what I was doing. Probably cock it up. Now I've got the video to show how to do it though. How to change a hub on a 265.
Well, this is it, isn't it, Richard?
I bet you wish you'd had a video like this to watch when you first started. No comment.
No comment.
Where did you learn your trade then? That was at Callum's, was it?
I started work for a Massey Ferguson engine.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. I done my apprenticeship there. But when we done our apprenticeship, it was 7 years we had to do.
That's a long apprenticeship, isn't it?
Yeah, well, we started off as it was a 5-year apprenticeship, and then you had to do an additional 2 years before they put you on full wages.
Right.
So they got a certain amount of payback for putting you through an apprenticeship.
Right. Make sure you didn't run off after he'd given you all that training.
Well, they seem to think, nowadays they seem to think they can go to college and learn in 2 years, while it took the rest of us 7 years to learn.
And there's more to learn now, I'm sure, now, with all the extra stuff. Electronics and that. So you're just tapping it evenly round to get it?
Yeah, just tap him in. You're going now, okay. I will fill that with grease.
Yeah.
Then I'll insert that bearing. And then behind that bearing I will insert a seal.
Right.
And that will keep that is to keep the dirt out of the
Yeah,
hub.
so that's one of the most important things really, isn't it?
Yeah. That's to keep the dirt out. If I do that, yeah, this lithium base grease.
So what's that mean then?
Well, it's a bit more waxified. It doesn't tend to wash off as easy with water.
Right. Yeah.
And we use it on 4-wheel drives and prop shafts, and it's an heavier duty grease. It's high pressure grease. As you can see, Richard, I get my hands dirty.
You do. Mine aren't so bad.
No, I thought that.
No, I don't do this sort of job every day. The grease gets in your hands, doesn't it? It really gets you dirty.
Is this comic cuts as well, Richard?
Yeah, you say what you like. If you've got a joke, chuck it in.
Eh? If that goes in there like that, look.
That's sinking in there alright, isn't it?
Alright.
Yeah. Bit more grease. Oh, I see, you put that in and then whack in.
Really pack them with grease, it doesn't hurt.
No.
The more grease is in there, the less water and that muck gets in. And then basically do that. And then insert the seam in the back.
It's very straightforward, isn't it?
Yeah. It's not rocket science, Richard.
No.
There's not many of these jobs that are rocket science, to be quite honest
Yeah,
with you.
it's just having a go, isn't it?
Well, you've got to think about it as what is a tractor? It's nuts and bolts, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
You know, just
especially on these older ones, isn't it? There's the new ones that are the old electronic trouble, isn't it? Oh, well, if another one goes, I might have a go at it myself next time. And then I'll ring you up and say, Dave.
Don't tell listeners that,
Dave,
Richard.
I've done it wrong. You need to come out and do it right. How many times do you go to a farm where they've had a go and then cocked it up?
Oh, it happens.
Yeah.
Over the years, I've been to farms when I've gone to the farms to do a job, and when you get there, it's all stripped out.
Yeah.
And you've got no way of testing or diagnosing what the problem is.
Oh, right, so they've sort of had a go and decided to abandon it. And
well, these things happen. People.
Yeah. Well, it's time as well, isn't it?
They can do it. Some people have a go.
Yeah.
But the trouble is, some people will take things apart. But the thing is, you've got no way of before you do a tractor or take a tractor apart, you need to diagnose the fault first.
Yeah.
And if it's already stripped out on the floor, you've got no way of testing pressures or anything else, have you?
No. Alright, so you just got to get the nut back on.
So if you do that, like that, then here you've got a locking washer and it's got a little indent in it, look.
Oh yeah.
And it goes into a little keyway in the hub. And that stops the nut spinning off. The washer can't move now.
Right.
So if the washer can't move, it won't put pressure on the nut
Yeah.
to undo itself. You were a bit lucky here with this one, weren't you?
Oh, very lucky, because this could have smashed when it fell off, couldn't it? And we could have been stuck in the middle of the road. Oh, Dave, you made it look so easy now.
Pardon?
You made it look so easy. That's what you're not paying for your time, you're paying for your experience, aren't you, a lot of the time?
This is very simple, Richard.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet you like coming to a job like this every now and then, don't you? Rather than one where you've got to scratch your head.
Sometimes I just got to get out for now.
Yeah. I feel like that sometimes. How do you know how far to tighten the nut?
Well, when the wheel is on there, if the wheel tends to wobble from
Yeah.
top to bottom a lot, normally if the wheel was on there, you would jack it up, you would feel any movement in the wheel,
Yeah.
you would tighten accordingly, and you can also, when you've done a lot of them, you can spin the hub like this and you can detect whether if I tighten that nut, keep on tightening,
Yeah.
the hub will go tighter. Like.
Yeah.
But
No, it gets too
That
tight.
is loading the bearings now.
Right, what you mean
Putting a
is putting a bit of pressure on them.
Yeah.
And that's not good for them, is it?
No,
So-
no, because
And you see, that in itself is interesting, because I wouldn't know how far to tighten it, and I think...
yeah, well, you don't
so
want
you've got to pull it back a bit so it's
You
free.
don't want to load them,
Yeah,
not to the extent where you make them tight.
no.
But basically now, I've always fit new cotter pins and that. Never put the old ones back.
Cotter pins, what do you mean by that?
Split
That's of course
pins.
split pin, okay. Yeah, because it's tempting to think I'll save time and money and just put the old one back, but
No, it's not.
not worth it.
No, that's very good. That is.
Right.
That.
Yeah,
You feel that yourself.
so I go,
You feel a little bit of resistance.
Yeah.
Can't you?
oh, a nice set of split pins there, isn't it? You go into most farms, they've got a rusty old collection of them.
That comes around like that. You always want to make sure you pick up all these bits as well when you've done it because of the animals.
Yeah, and the car tyres.
When we do a job, we try to account for everything.
Yeah,
You know, after you've done a job on a farm, you want to account for anything that you've left. And with a lot of, I've been on farms where if we go on a farm and we leave as much as an oil filter about,
they won't like it.
no, some farmers are very
Yeah. We'll let you off on that, Dave. If you leave anything behind today, we'll let you off. I could do with a new hammer, so if you forget to take that home with you, I don't mind.
Right.
That's a nice big one as well.
We've got to just do that, look,
Yeah,
and then
nice tidy job.
that will just lock it back into
Yeah.
the nut there. Because you've got a threaded cap to go in there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so you don't want that in the way of the thread,
you
do
don't
you?
want that in the way of the thread. Okay,
Yeah.
that's that like that. And when you've also got on this, as you see, there's a grease cap
Oh yeah.
with a nipple in the end of it, which when it's all back on the tractor, we will pack that with grease.
Right. I like the way you say we.
This is a comic cut, isn't it, Richard?
There we go.
There you go. There you go.
That's a good little trick, isn't it? Put the bolts in there. Wheel back on. Nice bit of came up there for you, Dave. Sorry about that. If I knew you were coming, I would have got the hose pipe out.
You would?
Yeah.
Can I believe that, Richard?
Wow. Maybe. I always find a job lining things up like that on the wheels.
Take that to the top now, rather than just slot on.
Here we go, so on the last couple of nuts there, Dave. Dave's doing up. We're nearly done.
If it was a bigger job than this, I would have used a nut runner, Richard.
Ah, right. It's easy.
That's not worth.
So letting the wheel down now then, Dave, when you're finished.
That's it.
There you go, job done. Excellent. That wouldn't take too long, did it?
Richard, do you understand how long have I been doing this job?
Yeah.
I came to this farm when I was there. I used to come.
How long ago was that you came here?
46, 47
Was
years
it?
ago for Canopy. You had Fergus then.
Yeah, we did. We still got them. Grey Fergie, a little old 35.
There's lots of farms around here I've been going to now for...
Yeah. You're part of the scenery then, Dave.
Well, let's put it like this. I had air when I started, but they've...
You can't ever retire, Dave, because we need you. There we go. So that's Dave's job done. Brilliant. Thanks, Dave.
I just finished tightening the wheel.
Yeah.
Just check it, double check it.
Excellent.
That's it.
Right, I'll drive this tractor off in a bit and we're done. So that's a 265, just had a new hub fitted.
Heck of a lot more than what it would be. Okay then.
That's it then, Dave.
Well, thank you ever
Lovely
so much.
job.
No, thank you.
See you again then, mate.
I'll see you again, alright?
Alright, thanks, Dave.
See you, Richard.
See you, mate. There we are, all finished.